You made the decision to finally start your business, but then instantly think, wait, how am I going to start a business when I have no idea what I'm doing? What if I mess this up? That moment of excitement followed by pure panic, completely normal. Starting a business sounds and feels amazing. The flexibility, the freedom, the idea that you get to do something meaningful is also one of the most uncomfortable things you'll ever do. And here is the truth. Every business owner that you look up to started exactly where you are. Unsure, nervous, wondering if they were even cut out for this. Hi, I'm Veronica Sagastumi, founder of The Bookkeeping Shop. Even though my background is in accounting, finance, and bookkeeping, I love helping service-based business owners to grow with confidence. Because no matter what you do, we all face the same fears in the beginning. If you're building a business and you've ever felt like you're not ready or you're not official or qualified enough yet, this video is for you. When you're first starting out, it's easy to think that everyone else has it all figured out. You see people online with professional photos, beautiful branding, and polished service offers. Meanwhile, you're trying to remember your Canva password and wondering if your logo looks like something you put together during your lunch break. I remember those very early days when I was thinking about starting my business and getting ready to launch. I wanted everything to look so perfect before I told anyone about what I was doing. I designed and redesigned my business card over and over and over again. And here's the thing, I barely even used that business card. I rewrote my introduction, the one that I wanted to use on email and the one that I wanted to use in person. Again, just re-editing and rewriting over and over again, obsessing. I think I must have rewritten it 10, 12, 13 times. And then I started to overthink things and started to get really scared about being asked a question that I probably couldn't answer. I just got in my head. I got in my way. I was doing what so many of us do at that stage, in that phase. I was scared to start for fear of rejection. And therefore, I was procrastinating by working on things that did not matter in the building phase of the business. Then one day, I just realized that nobody was waiting for me to be perfect. Only I would know when I was messing up. They wouldn't know. Your first client or your next client may actually come to you from a casual conversation, a referral, or even someone who just decides to take a chance on you. In the beginning, you might charge too little or feel so awkward saying your prices out loud. That's okay. The perfect start does not exist. The only way to figure out how to do this, how to start your business, is to simply do that, to start. And once you do, you'll move into the next phase. The one where you start questioning everything. This is the phase that I like to refer to as the what am I doing phase, the one where self-doubt likes to hang out. You'll wonder if you're charging the right amount, if your service is actually valuable, or if you're just playing business while everybody is crushing it, or at least they appear to be crushing it. You will actually find yourself looking at the others in your field and think, they must know something that I don't know. But the truth is, they just have more practice being uncomfortable. This phase is so messy, but necessary. It's where you start to discover what you're really good at, what kind of clients you love working with, and more importantly, what you find you never want to offer ever again. Because remember, and keep this in mind, this is your business, and these are the types of decisions that you get to make. Something happens that changes everything. The moment that something clicks. For me, that moment came on a random Tuesday. I do remember the day because it was so poignant. It was a very pivotal moment for me, and I want to share it with you. I was working with a business owner who came to me completely overwhelmed and convinced that their business was falling apart. They had feelings of doubt, fear, with a very healthy dose of beating themselves up. It was quite the combination. That day, I stepped into a very calming role. I helped them sort through what was really going on and outlined a game plan of how we were going to get it all done. Plus, I communicated a much better picture of what was really going on in their business, which was not as bad as they thought. But because I'm the expert, I helped to calm them and to see, hey, it's not as bad as you think. It's very doable, and here's how we're going to accomplish it. And by the end of that meeting, which turned out to be a working session, they were smiling. They said, I actually feel so much more hopeful for the first time in months. And that's when it hit me. I was sitting there with a business owner that I had just helped not only to feel better, but to also feel confident in how we were going to get everything done. And I helped to translate what was truly going on in their business, which was nowhere near the doom and gloom that they thought was happening. What I had done actually made a difference in this business owner's life. I made this business owner feel better, confident, and calm that we were going to get it all done and that things looked really, really good. Now for you, it may look a little bit different, but look out for those moments because that's when it actually clicks, when you see the impact of your work for the very first time. It might be when a client actually gives you a heartfelt thank you, or when a client says, I couldn't have done this without you. That's when you stop feeling like an imposter and start feeling like a professional, like a business owner. Because once you have that moment of clarity, you begin to realize something powerful. You are right where you need to be. You know what really slows so many business owners down? Comparison. It's so easy to look at somebody else's highlight reel, the polished brand, the constant client wins, and think that you're falling behind. But you're not seeing the late nights, the self-doubt, the worry, the second guessing, or the 5 versions of that service offer that they put out there that didn't work before the one that finally did. Everyone is figuring it out as they go. Every single one of them. Every single one of us. And I'm sure you've heard this before. Instead of you comparing your beginning to somebody else's middle, I want you to measure your progress by how brave you've been since you started. Because most people don't even make it this far. Most people just think about it, and they never actually take the steps to start their business, to start the building of their own business. But you did, or you're in the process of doing it now. If you're feeling behind right now, you're not. You're just in the building phase, learning how to run a business. The part or the phase where you're learning how to run a business while also starting the business, not just to do the service that you offer. Every confusing client experience, every late night tweaking your systems, every pricing conversation that makes you cringe just a little bit. It is all progress. Some people grow fast, others go slow, some go in full time, others prefer to do part-time until it feels right. The pace doesn't matter. The consistency does. And by the way, I like to also add here commitment, the commitment that you have made to yourself. A year from now, you'll look back and realize that the messy middle was actually where all the confidence came from. I can tell you personally, I have learned so much from the mess, from the mistakes, and I don't regret any of them because of how much I learned. And now I get to share those lessons with you and help you as you start on this journey to start and run your profitable business. Before I wrap up, I want you to think back as to why you wanted to start your own business in the first place. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's flexibility. Maybe it's some sort of financial goal. Or maybe it's just that simple idea that you want to build something of your very own. Whatever that reason is, or whatever that reason was that you started your own business, I want you to hold on to it, because on the hard days, and there will be very hard days, it's part of the journey. That why, that reason why you wanted to start your own business is what keeps you showing up. And the more you show up, the more it all starts to make sense. You're doing better than you think. Every successful service-based business owner has started where you are, including myself. Keep learning, keep laughing at your mistakes. And remember that the real secret to success is to just keep taking what I like to call imperfect action. I want you to keep the momentum going. You'll want to check out this next video to continue to help you to start and grow your business. I'm Veronica. Bye for now.